Recently, I've taken it upon myself to dive a little bit deeper into the realm of the Askewniverse universe that Kevin Smith created, having only previously seen the Jay and Silent Bob films in the past. Now, admittedly, I was hesitant to watch the first Clerks movie because it never really interested me for, a variety of reasons. However, I gave it a chance anyway, and suddenly I realized what made that so successful in the first place. Its dedication to quick-spoken, witty, and deeply unfiltered dialogue that Kevin Smith is known for, as well as the characters that randomly show up in other Askewniverse films. A big part of that first film was that it was created on a shoestring budget with intense limitations, forcing Kevin Smith to think a little bit creatively on how to realistically make the film. This sequel was released 12 years after the original, after Kevin Smith had clearly already found his rhythm. So, there's certainly no lack of budget. This is nearly 200 times the budget of the first, so the real question is how that affects the film. After the quick stop burned down, Dante and Randall are forced to find another spot to work, leading them to a local fast food restaurant called Mooby's. Without a delay, Jay and Silent Bob join them as well, and hilarious antics ensue, including something to do with a donkey. Wouldn't you know it, you can certainly tell the budget has been raised, but that's not really a bad thing, because it's clearly not the budget that made these films. It's the characters and ultimately the way they interact. Thankfully, it feels as if no time has passed at all, and they've really come into their own element. I will say, however, that some things have changed, and I'll leave it up to you to decide if that's a good or bad thing. The first change is that there is no more quick stop, at least not in this movie. As mentioned in the plot summary, we've lost, or I suppose, changed the setting of the story. This was a massive shock to me because they technically aren't clerks in this film. They're crew members, or servers, or something. Not only that, but in my opinion, the quick stop wasn't just a setting or a location. It was essentially an additional character in that first movie, so Clerks II could easily be seen as a decent film that is, in a way, missing a vital limb. On the other hand, the movie proves that the quick stop isn't the glue that made Clerks work in the first place. It was, well, the clerks. And they're still here, front and center, bickering about life without any filter again, and I can't say that's a bad thing. But it does lead to the next difference, the dialogue. Yeah, the dialogue's still witty and unfiltered, but I would say that it's more carefully planned out this time to emphasize uncertain emotions. So, if you were a fan of the quick-spoken stuff where there never seemed to be a pause between the back and forth dialogue, then you might be a little bit disappointed here. But on the other hand, allowing pauses in the speech and drawing out certain lines to resonate with more emotion enables the characters to grow and develop. There are significant moments in this film, particularly with the two leads, that reveal a more mature side to their personalities. Although they remain vastly immature and unfiltered, the audience gains insight into the inner workings of their minds in this movie, which I personally believe was the right move for the film because it answers the question, does this movie add anything new for the series? Yes, it does. You got Dante, who is planning a wedding. He's gonna get married. He's moving away to Florida. That's making both him and Randall feel uneasy because they've been best friends for a long time. And now things are about to change. In the midst of this, Dante is having doubts about his marriage because he has feelings for the manager of Mooby's. Brian O'Halloran actually did a great job making the audience believe that he was truly in love with her. But truth be told, she is played by Rosario Dawson, who has always excelled at portraying a perfect chemistry with her on-screen counterpart. At the end of the day, I personally believe that it's a wash between the first and the second movie. While the first film benefited off of more of a simplistic and automatically iconic execution, the sequel benefited from the heightened budget, the wilder slapstick humor, Rosario Dawson's entire existence, and the confidence the cast exudes after years of playing these characters in different projects. So I'll be giving this a letter grade of B+, which is exactly the same score that I gave the first movie. We'll see what Clerks 3 has in store next, guys. So what did you think about Clerks 2? Are you a fan of this series? Which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below, and as for YouTube, you guys know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe button, and bell to be notified when I come out with the next review. And until then, peace out.
Clerks 2, oh Clerks 2, where the coffee's burnt and the donkeys blew from the roof to the drive.